Hey guys, it's Roxanne from RoxanneLynch.com. Hey, how's it going in your neck of the woods today? I know we are at war. And we have a very persistent and we have a very devious enemy knocking at the doorsteps every single day. And that's what I want to talk about tonight. I want to talk about how we are often outmaneuvered, we are often outsmarted, and we are often outplayed with this very devious enemy. One that is so persistent, that never goes away, is with us every waking moment. And that, unfortunately, sometimes is our mindset, is where our brain is at when we're in the game of life. Okay, and that's what I want to talk to you guys about today. Because you guys know that this is what I love to do. I love to show up and give you some ideas, some inspiration, sometimes some tips and tricks and solutions to what I call the sunny side of life. Whether you're within my amazing team and business within social retail or your own beloved business out there, what I want to share with you guys today, you guys are going to be able to get some great ideas of how to move forward and outsmart so you guys can have some more bliss, some more bless, less stress within this amazing industry that we call network marketing, okay? Because this is what I absolutely love to do. Empower and enlighten and educate, sometimes have some funny stuff too. So when it comes to our mindset, knowing that, we are only as good, we are only as effective and productive as our mind allows us to be, how we allow our mind to be. And, when we're stuck in a rut, when we're stuck in that hard place, when we're stuck in that dark place, sometimes, when I say that we're at war and we're at battle, I'm not joking. As a woman who has struggled from depression, as a person who has really banged her head against the keyboard in frustration about life, gone through financial difficulties, gone through divorce, gone through, parental issues, gone through so much. When your head's not in the game, when your head's not screwed on straight, as my dad would say, it's really hard for us to have some happy times, to have that bliss, to have that bless, to have that less stress within life, within relationships, within finances, and definitely within this amazing industry that we call network marketing. So I want to give you guys some very doable, tangible activities for today, so you guys by bedtime can feel better. Maybe even be doing some activities that are going to be able to help you in your beloved business. Okay, so I want to share these with you guys really quickly. I'm not going to take a whole bunch of time tonight. Time is precious. It's our most precious commodity. So knowing that if our head's not screwed on straight, like my dad used to say, then it's really hard for us to get more done in our day. Okay, so the very first question that we can ask ourselves, if you guys are feeling stuck, okay, I'm not talking about the mind chatter yet. Don't worry, I'm going to get to that, I promise you. But if we're feeling stuck, or we're feeling in a rut, or we're feeling immobilized, and we're not sure what to do or how to do it, I want you guys to think up, okay? I want you guys to think upward, okay? And if that actually means, and you're a church going type, or you believe in the universe or God or whoever you call them, but you can also go up that far. But how about you just go to your upline? How about you go to an amazing woman within your team, and you can ask yourself, in this situation where you're feeling stuck and frustrated and banging your head on the keyboard like I used to do, what would so-and-so do? I ask myself this question often. What would Aaron do? What would John do? What would Michelle do? What would Nadia do? What would Eddie do? What would Ian do? What would Kim do? I have this amazing team of side sisters and upline, and even some amazing team members within my downline that I ask myself, what would they do in this situation where I'm feeling frustrated or I'm feeling stuck? What would they do? Maybe if you're going through relationship problems or financial problems or banging your head on the keyboard or crying in your pillow at night because of your children causing you a lot of stress or worry, ask yourself, what would a respected woman do that you've dearly loved? What would a coach or a mentor do? What would a woman that you admire and deeply respect, a teacher, a college professor, what would Jesus do if that's what it takes? What would someone do in your situation to move you forward? Just one step. When you move forward one step, your perspective changes because you're not where you were, okay? When your perspective changes, and you can see just a glimmer of hope around that corner, the next thing comes into focus. The next thing comes to light. So then you can move forward one more step. So then, that then takes you into the next step. What can I do right now? When women say, I'm not sure what I should be doing in your business within network marketing, I challenge them. It's well, what do you think you should be doing right now that is going to put you closer to a connection or a conversation, a productivity that is going to result in a sale, or this person asking more information about your products, your service, your opportunity, or obviously signing up within your business? What do you have to do right now to get that? Which is a conversation, a deeper connection where people are wanting to ask you about your product, your service, or your opportunity. What do you have to do? What is your next step? That's what you should be doing. Because when I ask myself often, is this the best use of my time? That's my answer. What should I be doing right now? What is the most productive thing that I can be doing right now? And often it is probably not what you're doing. Okay, so do it. Okay, give yourself a pat on the back, clap, cheer, shout to the moon. You did this, you did those activities. Refer back to what is your ground breaking, so you can move forward every day with your daily method of operation, or your daily blueprint, or your daily to-do list, or your daily success list, whatever that is. Okay. So those are a couple things that I really get us going, get us, back onto that battlefield against our very, very persistent and devious enemy of our mindset, where we are often outmaneuvered, we're outsmarted, we're outplayed, and we are in the trenches and battling. We are at war, some of us, every day, because we haven't been able to talk to ourselves in a way every day that shifts that gear. They say it can take 21 days. Some people are saying it takes more than 21 days to create new conversations, new mindsets, new patterns and habits that move us forward in our mind and in our heart. Okay, so think about this when it comes to how we talk to ourselves. Okay, first of all, take a really deep breath and think about your last conversation. Think about the last conversation that you had with yourself when you might have been a little bit angsty or angry, a little bit frustrated, a little bit over the top with yourself. Maybe you've been, on a really great, momentum with something, and you fall off the wagon. It could be finances, it could be your wellness, it could be your physical activity. Maybe it's, rejuvenating your relationship with your kids or your spouse. And we're beating ourselves up in our mind. We're having this chit chat with our mind. It's nay, nay, nay. And this negative Nancy is on your shoulder. And it's you talking in your own head to yourself. And I know, as a Gemini, I talk lots to myself, okay? But you don't have to be a Gemini. And I know you guys can relate. Can you guys relate? When was the last time you conversed with yourself in your head? Just say 5 minutes ago, 5 hours ago. Drop in the comments, when was the last time you had an internal conversation with yourself in your brain, okay? And then let me know, was it productive? Or were you beating yourself up? Were you kind of whipping yourself, with the cattails? Were you beating yourself up mentally? Were you scolding yourself? So when you think about that, I want you guys to think about the next time that happens, the next time you're being mean to yourself and you're talking mean things into your mind, I want you to think about, if this was my best friend, if this was my child, if I was talking to my mom, if I was talking to, my great auntie, would I ever talk to them like I'm talking to myself right now? Is anything that I just said loving? Is it kind? Is it supportive? Is it nurturing? Is it helpful? Is it really true? Is it really true what you're telling yourself in your mind? Or are you just beating yourself up from your past stories and your past repetitions of those conversations within ourselves, within our brain? Would you ever talk to your best friend? Is that helpful? Is that hopeful of how you're talking to yourself? How are you supposed to move yourself forward when you're beating yourself up with a stick? You know, we're at war, and sometimes you are not your best friend, and how you're talking to yourself is not helpful. It is not kind. It is not loving. It is not supportive. Okay? So I want you guys to think about that when you're having your next chit chat in your brain. Okay? And the last tip I'm going to give you guys, because I know I got a couple more, but I'm not going to run long tonight, I promise you guys, is sometimes people say, well, Roxanne, I don't believe I can do this, or I don't think I can do that, or I'm having struggles to show myself that I can do something. I want you guys to create your success list, okay? So if that means, buy yourself a pretty journal, buy yourself a pretty journal of whatever color it is, and you're going to say, this is my success list, or this is my proof book. And what I want you guys to do is challenge yourselves once a day to show up into your team chats or your team pages or into a Facebook group that you love, whether you're a mummy group or you're a fur baby lover or you're networking and other professional networkers, women's groups, where someone's asking a question. I want you to step up and be bold, be brighter, be braver, and I want you to help, I want you to support, and I want you to direct. So if that means that you don't know the answer, well, Roxanne, I don't know the answer to that. Well, then I want you to go Google, go read something, go research that for that person and give that feedback, okay? So you are then able to convert that and say like, yeah, I helped this person. I helped direct this friend to a video because she was looking for more information about this. And I knew where it was, so I could quickly go and grab that for you. Okay? Give yourself the social proof. Give yourself the written proof that you're helping more people. You're helping more humans. Whether you're your team, your friends, strangers, help people and write it down, okay? Then when that happens, the next thing is because you're creating that visual proof, you're writing it down, you've experienced something, and then you've written it down, and there's a beautiful process when it happens from your fingers all the way up into your head. This solidifies that you are proving to yourself that you can do something good. You are powerful, you are strong, you are brave, you are helpful. You did this, you helped another person along the path, okay? So the next part of that proof book is to write down the feedback. Anytime that you get appreciation, whether it's appreciation from your spouse, appreciation from your upline or your side sister, some person that you held the door open and they said thank you. Anytime you're getting gratitude, appreciation, or thankfulness, I want you to write it down in your proof book. I want you to write it down so that you can say like, look, you're talking to yourself. You're talking to yourself saying like, look, I can do this, because we have these beliefs in our head. It's like, I want you to be able to write down, it's like, yeah, I can do this, I will win. I am successful. People want to work with me. People want to join my team. People are, happy to talk to me. I can make new friends easily. I can, pop into Messenger and have great conversation. People love my stuff. People join my team. I make sales daily. You have to give yourself these positive mind thinkings to push out all the crap. It's kind of like a garden hose. When you turn on the tap of the garden hose, water goes in and it pushes all that air out. I want you to think about that. The more good stuff you put inside us, the more bad stuff can be pushed out. You're replacing negativity with positivity. And there's nothing more powerful than to win that daily battle when we are at war with that persistent and devious enemy of our mindset. where we can outsmart, where we can outmaneuver, where we can outplay, and we can begin to win the war battle by battle by battle. And you are going to be absolutely blown away at how you feel when you start implementing these just few little things. I only talked about 4 things today, and you can do them. I know that you can. They're not that complicated, but it takes strategy. If we're at war and we're battling that enemy every single day, we have to have a strategy. Without a strategy, any war will be lost before it can even begin. So I'm trying to empower you, I'm trying to encourage you, enlighten and inspire, because this is what I love to do every day, okay? Like I said, whether you show up daily for my lives or you're part of my beautiful team and network within social retail, this is what I love to do every single day. So if you guys get some goodness, definitely you might want to tag a friend, you might want to share this to your Facebook group. And when I say the word social retail, if you don't know what that is, you deserve to be in the know, sister. Like, you really deserve to be celebrated and supported. You deserve to be helped. You deserve the right training and the right support every single day, so you can be like more of us on that sunny side of life, where we know we are winning that war daily, and we no longer have that persistent and devious enemy within mindset. Okay, you guys and girls have a fabulous night. I will look forward to seeing you guys all tomorrow on the sunny side.